Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another week of NRL Tipping. We are now in round 18, I think it is. Hope everybody is having a good week thus far. Let me know how you got on last week. Personally, we managed to get 5 out of 8, and looking on NRL.com, the average was 3, so pretty decent there. So starting off the week this week, we have the Roosters versus the Rabbitohs tonight. Of course, two big Sydney clubs. I'm going to go for the Roosters here. However, like I said last week, I think the Rabbits are a team that can surprise you if you're not prepared. But I am going to go for the Roosters here. Near top of the table, obviously for a reason. I'll be saying the Roosters by 10. Next up, we have first Friday night game. We have the Panthers versus Manly. I was all set to tip Manly, but of course with this salary cap investigation, you kind of think maybe the Panthers could get a win here, depending how Manly's feeling. I am going to stick with Manly though. I think obviously they are currently third on the table, so they must be doing something right. I know I said it at the I think it was the beginning of the year, but I definitely said it in my mid-season top 16 prediction that Manly they're actually flying under the radar, and what do you know? Now they're coming third. This game is being played in Penrith, obviously, but I still think you're only as good as your last game, so I think Manly should get the win here. I'll be saying Manly by 6. Second game for Saturday night, we have the Storm versus the Eels. Obviously, just basically you just want to tip the Storm every week. They're top of the table for a reason. Not saying the Eels can't beat them, and if they're going to beat them, now is a good time without their Origin stars. But yeah, I'll be tipping the Storm here. Storm by 12. Final NRL game of the round, we have the Bulldogs versus the Knights. Definitely disappointed with the Knights last week. I mean, they had everything to play for at home, in front of their fans, the chance to get off the bottom of the table. But I'm going to go for the Bulldogs here. To be honest, both teams are pretty much as bad as each other, I feel. However, it wouldn't surprise me if the Knights do win, because I'd want to make up for last week. But I think the safer bet, so to speak, would be for the Doggies. Bulldogs are at home, obviously. I mean, only lost by 1 point last week, although that was a pretty disappointing game in all honesty. But yeah, as I said, it wouldn't surprise me if the Knights do win. However, I'm going to tip the Bulldogs here. I'm going to say the Bulldogs. It wouldn't surprise me if it goes golden point, but I'll be saying Bulldogs by 2. Of course, we have the final State of Origin game on Wednesday night. I'm going to go for New South Wales here. I know I said after the first game that the New South Wales forwards have just dominated the Queensland forwards. I mean, there was basically no go forward from the Queenslanders. So personally, I think that in game 2, I think New South Wales definitely uh, took the foot off the throat of Queensland. In all honesty, I don't think Queensland has been that great this series. I think obviously in game 1, New South Wales were all over them. In game 2, I mean, they were winning the first half, New South Wales, and then they just did nothing basically the second half, just folded. New South Wales already won in Queensland this year, so I think they can do it again. I hope I'm wrong. I do hope Queensland win, but I'll be saying New South Wales. I'll be saying New South Wales by 10. As usual, guys, thanks for watching the video. Let me know how you got on last week and what your tips are for this week. Have a good week. See ya.